Yeah, so gross. Alright, so I'm just starting by just a little thin layer of the liquid latex. And then I want to dry it a little bit. So I'm just going to grab my trusty hair dryer. And just give it a quick little dry. Doesn't take long for the liquid latex to dry. Okay, and then you want to start with this scar putty here, and you work with it basically like you do clay or Play-Doh, but it's very sticky, so it's a good idea to just dip your hand in a little Vaseline and just rub it, and that way you can just roll it like you would spaghetti when you're making Play-Doh, when you're working with Play-Doh, and then just kind of put it on in the shape that you painted on your latex. And then you're going to just kind of press it down into the skin so that it looks raised. I got that one kind of big. It doesn't need to be that big, but and just kind of drag it out, drag it out, drag it out. Okay? This one happens to match my skin tone perfectly. If it doesn't match your skin tone perfectly, you can always blend it with makeup that you have at home.
Like that.
And I can actually do a zombie tutorial too with zombie makeup if you would want to volunteer your face and make you a zombie or your arm. Yeah.
You can go home and scare Drew and say, I had a rough afternoon, Drew. I turned into a zombie.
Yeah, you can say that. It'll freak him out when his friends walk into the door.
Alright, I'm just going to take a little bit more. It doesn't take a lot of this stuff. I've done probably a good 8 or 10 wounds with that. Are you videoing? Okay. Make me look skinny. Alright. So I'm just going to press it on, press it on. You want to keep one side of it where it's kind of standing up from the skin. Like here I blended it down a little too much. Here it's really standing up and only smashed into the skin on one side, which is good. See, it's starting to get sticky. I need to reapply my Vaseline to my fingers. You can use Vaseline or lotion, doesn't matter what. Alright, and then we're just going to kind of smash it down into the skin. Okay. Alright, so in our, what is it called? The injury stack, these are grease paints, and I don't normally work with grease paint when I do my face painting, but they really work well for what I'm doing here with this, with the scar wax. They really work well with that. Scar putty, scar wax, whatever you want to call it. So I'm taking this, my brush, and just spinning it in that kind of khaki color. It's kind of supposed to look real sick. We're going to paint the insides of those wounds with it first. Insides of the little holes there. And you see I'm doing it really quickly. It's not a fine science or anything. Just kind of spread the infection a little further.
So you're keeping close watch on this?
Then I'm going to start blending colors in, okay? So this color we don't use until the end. This is my infection color, this bright red. And if I want to make something look infected, I kind of tap it around the skin and kind of rub it in. It's very, very bright, so you don't want to use it full strength like that. But it does start to look infected if you add it near the wounds, okay? And I said I don't want to use it till the end, but I just did, didn't I? doesn't really go on here. What goes on here is our yucky khaki color. And then we want to put some blood in it. Ooh, those look gross already, don't they? Ooh. Alright, we could spread some around the outside. They just look like yucky, bloody wounds. Got a little too much, so I'm just going to take a little off with a dry brush. See how that just removes right off? Alright, and then we're going to add some black into it to give it even more depth. And they really look like they're sticking up or going down into the skin, really kind of either sticking up from it or off of the skin there. Now those are too perfect, so we don't want to keep those perfect looking, do we?
I think you're about to make me sick.
Oh no!
It looks so real.
Oh good! I'm glad.
I mean, that's really real looking.
Well,
Your open wound. Yeah, that is.
This one here?
Yes,
Oh.
nice and meaty.
Oh, good. So I'm just taking those colors that we worked with already and just kind of blending them around. But the real key, the really important part is to not make it, random. You want it random. You don't want it to be in any sort of a pattern. And we don't like this fresh flesh right here. So now this stuff is wonderful. It's called Bloody Scab. I used a lot of it in there. It's like a thick blood gel. Also, our injury sac, it does not dissolve with water. It dissolves with alcohol, which is what I have in here. And so I'm just going to kind of clean my brush with the alcohol, wipe it off.
Just rubbing alcohol?
Yes, yeah, regular rubbing alcohol. I just put it in there because it's easier to use. Alright, and then you just want to get this blood gel called Bloody Scab, and then just kind of put it into those wounds. And it really looks painful at this point, doesn't it?
And then you want to kiss her boo-boo and make it better?
Yeah, come on. It hurts.
Sophie, would you kiss her boo-boo?
She's like, not feeling it. I don't know,
Sure,
you
you
lady.
should never kiss an open wound.
Yeah, no, ever. Alright, so that's about it for that, isn't it? Oh, we can put some black. Now, I can use this black, which is from the injury sac as well. And then just kind of blend it in. Or I can use this powder black, which is basically like black eyeshadow. And I really find that kind of gives it a
Gangrenous
3D.
sort of.
Yes, exactly. Alright. And then if you are feeling like you need more blood, you could take some of this bottle of blood here and just kind of grab it on a brush and just make it drip out of those wounds. Ooh, look, there's a piece of flesh coming out of it. Oh, that's nasty. And just kind of hold it at an angle so that it drips down. Drips down.
Is that not real? That's cool.
Alright. So that's about that, y'all.
That's awesome.
Cool. And you see that didn't take very long at all. Probably about 10-15
Yeah,
minutes.
when you know what you're doing.
Well, and that's why you start now. You practice. I've probably done about 10 of them this week, just to, because I haven't done it in a week. So.